So I occasionally talk about going to the gym, and it's gym time. But due to social media and everything, and we all know social media never lies, I'm kind of worried about going to the gym lately as they keep allowing the females into the gym, and they're doing all those damn things that females do, like false accusations and stuff. And I'm just afraid that it might happen to me for no inexplicable reason. So, because of that, I'm going to put on my hater blockers. It's so stupid. If I can't see them, they can't see me.
Doing this stupid intro, I may or may not have broken my glasses yet again. No, it ain't the first time they broke. I've had to acetone repair these multiple times in the last 2 weeks. But the thing is, I am now in the gym, nearsighted as all hell. All because I wanted to do a dumb intro.
Social media has ruined the gym. At least on social media, that is. In real life, the gym is fine. Now, yes, there are more people working out now due to social media being more prevalent in our lives. And due to that, just based on simple probability, the more people working out means the more chances there is to run into somebody that causes an unpleasant experience while working out. Or even worse, we just got to talk about this. This is an aside real quick. Even worse, you'll get the more chances of running into the kids hyped up on pre-workout and listen to YouTube motivational speeches about fighting their inner demons when it's like, okay, Braylon, calm down. Calm down. You came to the gym in khakis and loafers. The only inner demons you're fighting is worrying about your parents taking away the keys to the 335i that they paid for. Put your headphones on and go mumble about who's carrying the boat somewhere else. But with that being said, nothing has really changed with the gym. The gym is fine. Social media is at times an echo chamber that allows the more minority voices to scream the loudest. And in the case of working out, I feel that the gym has suffered from that. Now, don't get me wrong, social media and the gym, at least in the internet age, have always been connected. However, with social media being more expanded in our lives, it's just more prevalent now. And what I mean by that is anybody that's been on the internet for a long time, and I mean in the trenches of the internet, much like I have, and has been into fitness, athleticism, bodybuilding, anything that falls into those categories, they will have eventually ran into bodybuilding.com and the MISC forum. MISC, short for miscellaneous. And if you've been there, it's a place where your brain cells go to die. Upon viewing that forum, you would run into a wonderful collection of people such as the textbook misogynist, or the complete and absolute dumbass that spouts bro science with everything workout related, or incels before the term incel actually existed, who are complaining about how their muscles couldn't get them women, or why are these bras in the gym. You know, just a wonderful collection. And even better, if you were lucky, or in this case unlucky, you'd run into one or multiple people that had all those characteristics wrapped up inside of them. It was great. And then there's also terms like Myron, which I'm just not going to explain because it's going to make me want to punch this window right now. I'm going to get completely irritated talking about it. Just know that every culture and subsequent subculture or group has people that they're interested in and follow no matter the generation. You know, there are those that will share similarities. And what I mean by that is, like, for me personally, being somebody that was in the sports and an athlete and, you know, more athlete focused, I followed athletes, coaches, people with degrees in sports physiology and all that, because I'm interested in how the body works on a scientific aspect. Whereas some of my friends were more into like Ronnie Coleman, and they would imitate how he would work out, even even chant the whole lightweight baby, like they were into that. And then there were those who were peers and acquaintances that were into the Rich Piana types, which, no disrespect to the dead, but a lot of them are mainly dead now and generally chanted some dumbass shit. It's just calling a spade a spade. I'm not trying to throw dirt on any of their graves, some people I'm not naming, but it just is what it is. And I mean the people that they followed, not the acquaintances, even though some of them are like drug addicts now. But that's neither here nor there. That has nothing to do with the guys that they followed, right? My whole point of this is, with the rise of those like Sam Sulek and others for Gen Z, each generation has those that they're interested in. Just like how my millennial generation did and how Gen X did and the baby boomers and so on, right? And the various people have various similar characteristics of those groups. And the point of me bringing that up is how over the years you have similar group dynamics. It's just like how over the years you have similar problems. The gym is the gym. The same things that annoyed me in my late teens and early 20s are the same things that annoy me now. There's the group of unathletic girls who also don't know what they're doing, that are either chatting or on their phones and are hogging up a bench or a machine. In my case, it'd be a bench because I don't use machines. Or there's the guy that is roided up out of his mind. And all of us are secretly thinking that he's about 2 seconds of going full Chris Benoit and we're ready to throw a plate at him. Then there's the people who just don't know how to practice basic gym etiquette. They don't put their weights back. They also don't pick their trash up. I personally find them very annoying, but they existed in my teens. They exist now. There's the people who spend 20 minutes in the mirror just taking selfies. And sometimes I'm that person, but you know, do I have anything against them? No, but they existed then and they exist now. There's also the guys that take a piss and do not wash their hands, and y'all are absolutely trifling. And because of that, they're the reason why I make sure I wipe down everything, because I don't want your pissy hands and your germs from your pissy hands all over me. There's that person who's usually about minimal age of 40 and up that coughs like a goddamn toddler, just and it's like, what the fuck? Now I'm pretty sure I just caught COVID or the flu from you. I'm pretty sure when I caught the flu and I made a video on that, that was from that type of person. Then there's the 19-year-old kids, mainly males, who don't know what they're doing, but are copying what they see on the internet and have to be intervened with because they're about to take an express trip to Snap City. As well as the annoying old guy that everybody secretly hates and or may not be a creep, who just talks to people nonstop, and in your head you're wondering, please shut up. Can I cuss now? I'm not sure. Just shut up and go away. You know, the more things change, the more things stay the same. So about a year and a half ago, me and my bro, we went to the gym, and I like to use LA Fitness as I travel around a lot. So my membership works everywhere, and I'm a free weights type person, you know, free weights, compound lifts. And we went to the gym, and this particular LA Fitness that I like a lot, they they have places that you could drop. They have bumper plates, and they also have an area where you can deadlift, right? So you can deadlift, drop it, yada yada yada. The gym that I'm at right now, they don't have bumper plates, unfortunately. They have the hex ones that you can't drop, right? But that one, we were there, and I was setting up to do power cleans. Me and my bro were together. I was setting up to do power cleans, and I was going to have him do like a dumbbell version of that because he hasn't really done those. So our bags and stuff are set, but I have to go take a quick piss. So I go pee, immediately come back, wash my hands, by the way. I washed my hands. You are some nasty motherfuckers. But I digress. I watch my hands come back, and there's a lady doing deadlifts there. And I look at my bro, and I'm like, what the hell? Why didn't you say anything? Like, what are you doing? Like, we were actually setting up for that spot. And he goes to say, like, later that he didn't want to get accused of anything, especially as the lady, she was wearing like pretty short shorts. No, not like aggressively short, but the comfortable short shorts that you'll see like women wear when they're working out a lot. And here's the thing, like, since 2015, I've been in and out of the gym avidly, I would want to say, but not consistently. So weeks at a time, and then not go, especially once I went off to university, as I would work out a lot. And then if I got busy with classes, or that was a blacked out Cybertruck and it's still ugly. I digress. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep going. God, that's an ugly car. But when I would go off to university and things like, so I would probably work out weeks at a time and then stop if I got busy with classes, or winter and summer breaks would come because I was too busy with life, right? So for the most part, from 2015 to now, I've been mainly in the gym, besides the aforementioned summer winter breaks and the year I took off from 2022 to 2023 because I worked myself damn near to death. Never doing that again. Meanwhile, my bro, he hasn't really been in the gym at all because of life reasons, you know? So with that, I promptly looked at him and went, "You're fucking bugging, bro. You've been on social media way too much. The things that you see, those videos, though, they're outliers. That doesn't really happen. As long as you're not rude or anything to a person, like, you're a people person, you know how to talk to people. So as long as you're not rude or anything, you see that we already had our stuff there and everything, just let them know. It's like, hey, we're using that. You'll be fine. That stuff is an outlier. And the fact that, you know, you're thinking that shows how bad social media has gotten in the echo chamber department, right? That was kind of like what the little talk that we had. Because it was like, that doesn't really happen a lot. Does it happen? Yes, unfortunately, but it doesn't happen a lot. And since then, you know, we've been fine. You know, that was a brief moment. He doesn't really think of that anymore. In fact, the only bad time I've had since being back in the gym, and bro was with me for that, is we were doing supersets, and these two people took the incline bench that we were using for our supersets. There was a lady who was training, and I use that term very loosely because she sucked at it, and the guy she was training. There was other benches they could have took. They were just being rude, incredibly rude. And the worst part is we only had like 1 or 2 sets left. So we would have easily went, hey, we're almost done if they wanted to use that particular one, right? But instead of me taking a weight or my fist and going upside the head of the guy she was training, I instead took that energy and I had a really great workout behind them because I was on the decline bench channeling my anger and frustration into that workout. Because ultimately, it's not that serious. The gym is the gym. Now, do I sometimes see that guy and that lady with that Karen cut, and she had a Karen cut, so that's how I refer to her, and do it, harbor some upset emotions at times? Yes, I do. But then I let it go and go work out because that's what I'm there for. Just like how I sometimes do see the people that the internet complains about, like the person with the monopod that carries it around with them and is recording their every workout and may even be flexing or posing their butt. This is both man and woman, so this isn't targeting any specific gender, or in this case targeting a gender, the women who, the red pill type kids, you know, the ones that watch Andrew Tate and whatnot, be bitching about the ladies who'll have shorts that are a little too tight while operating with a lot in the rear department. Okay, a lot in the rear department, to the point where even though I may be walking by or whatnot, I might or might not quickly develop a lazy eye because gyat, and I mean gyat. Oh my God, there's some things I want to talk about. I can't. It just makes no damn sense, and it was all natural. But even with that, I don't care because I'm there to work out. Look, if you're there at the gym and the people around you are bothering you and they're not doing anything annoying other than existing in the gym, then you should probably leave and go get some therapy. Simultaneously, if you're at the gym and the people around you you feel are bothering you specifically, as in to the point that you develop an attitude and feel the need to then, I don't know, accuse other people of harassing you, being a creep to you, stalking you, whatever, when they're actually not doing it, you too should leave the gym and actually seek some therapy. I am a man who is of a rare category. I operate a bakery. I'm one of the rare men that operates a bakery, right? So with that, I, over my life, have heard comments about said bakery from my younger age till now, out and about in the real world and even in the gym as of recently, right? I also understand what sexual harassment is like because I've been sexually harassed by men and women. By men, more on the verbal side, nobody's ever physically done anything. By women, on the physical side. And in both cases, I was ready to start swinging. In the case of the women, in one particular case, I actually reflectively, on instinct, started to swing, but then I stopped. Like, I was able to catch myself because I would have knocked her out completely. Didn't even know who this woman was. So in no way, shape, or form am I saying sexual harassment is okay. It's not cool. It's not fun to experience. Trust me on that one. I know. I 100% know. But more often than not, that's not what's happening in the gym. Now, are there creeps? Yes. That's just the unfortunate aspect of life. We interact with each other and we can't eliminate certain behavior. Call it out when you see it, report it when you see it, all that is appropriate. But more often than not, people are just there to work out. They're not there to bother you. They're not there bothering you. They're there minding their own business. So if you're not contributing to that stuff, if you're not witnessing that stuff, and if you're not a victim of that stuff, especially if you're not a victim, if you are a victim of that stuff, you do like I said before. But if you're not in those categories and there are people just existing and they're upsetting you for whatever reason, put your headphones on and do what you're there to do. Fucking work out. It's not that serious. The gym is the gym. It's always been the same. It'll always be the same. Nothing has really changed other than the more people that are now there. It's always been the same groups and always will be. So wrapping this up, that's the video. And something I wanted to speak on in a more casual car talk video. As you know, when I'm on Instagram or YouTube comment section and whatnot, or YouTube, in the comment sections of Instagram and YouTube, I'll see that a lot. To see, people complaining about women, people complaining about influencers, people complaining about how you can't just do anything in the gym anymore. And then sometimes, because I'm a bit confrontational, I'll press them like I did that on Instagram once. It was a younger kid, definitely like no older than 20. And I started going like, okay, so what do you mean you can't do anything in the gym anymore? He said, well, these women were like, what about the women? Are they stopping you from working out? Hitting them with a question that an older brother would hit him with, and he couldn't really respond. And after he said, well, I've seen the videos. I'm like, oh, okay. So it hasn't really happened to you. You're just going based off the echo chamber that you're in. And, after pressing very well, and I am an older brother, so I'm good at it. Wasn't able to really respond to that. I just see that a lot. Or even people saying that like everybody is on gear, and it's like, no, everybody isn't on gear. Yes, certain physiques, some people use gear to get, but other people don't need gear to get that physique. And a lot of time it just looks like jealousy, especially as somebody like who's been around athletes a lot. So anybody that knows that's played football and stuff. Yes. Are there some football players that use stuff like steroids, HGH? Absolutely. But if anybody's done football lifts, you would know that we do not lift like bodybuilders or power lifters, as in our frequency, the amount of hypertrophy we have to do. We do a lot of progressive phasing, right? And that's how a lot of us get very ripped very easily, especially if you're more genetically predisposed, I think that's the word, to just being ripped. We get strong pretty fast, and because our lifts are very explosive and we do a lot of cardio and do a lot of sprints, you get toned pretty fast, right? Just stuff like that. It's something that's been aggravating me, and it's like, all right, let's just make a little video on this stuff, because it's like, calm down, people. Are there problems? Yes, unfortunately, as I already said. But the problems are problems that have always existed. Nothing's really changed. You know, these very bad elements, like I said, the actual creeps, the actual people that are harassing people, they're bad. You know, just never acceptable. Well, other than them, it's like, man, just go work out. Do what you're there to do. Because at the end of the day, as I said, the gym is the gym. Always is, always will be. And with that, that's the video. Deuces.